Hi, everyone who is listening. Um, Nice to be back. I have been going through an awakening part two, you can say. My first experience of the awakening was 1.5 years ago. I think it was in the beginning of 2019. And I was starting to, as I was really excited to help the collective and other light workers that was awakening in the beginning of the year. But little did I know that I had an awakening part two to go through myself before I could help anyone else and before I could do my own mission here on Earth. So, the last couple of months I've been clearing a lot of emotions, a lot of density, a lot of healing, past traumas, past lives, collective traumas, and I have been going through a lot, and I haven't been able to do a video because I can't really say why, but it felt like I have been hindered from something to do a video, and I felt really called to do a video right now because I know that there are a lot of people who are awakening right now, at the same time as everything is a little bit chaotic in the world right now, and that is triggering an awakening for a lot of people, and especially a lot of light workers who are here to raise the frequency of the planet. And I know that I am one of those light workers who are here to help people navigate their own awakening and ascension, because it's pretty tough work actually. It's not always so simple to handle because you are going through a lot of challenges and adversities, and it's about expanding your consciousness so you can go through these challenges with a more open mind and a more open-minded feeling, and with an open heart for who you are and what you are doing here on Earth, and that we all have a mission here on Earth. We are not here coincidental. And everything that is going on right now in the world is not a coincidence either. It's actually making the whole of humanity to clear away a lot of dense emotions like fear and anger, resentment, and annoyance. You can say a lot of irritations, because I have been through. I have been feeling a lot of anger, sadness, grief, and irritation, because when there is a lot of solar activity and there are a lot of light, a lot of energy that is hitting Earth, and that is actually going through us to be received by the Earth, and we are acting like we are acting like anchors, like we are anchoring that light inside of us, inside of our bodies, to raise the frequency of the Earth. And I know that there is a lot of people who don't know what I'm talking about, but this is what I do now. I am studying myself and humanity, and the energy that is going through us all is actually something that I'm very sensitive of receiving. And I'm here to talk about more of the ascension process that the earth and the humanity is going through. And many people are not aware of why we are here. And I want to talk a little bit more about that, because I think it's essential to know, because it's a little bit easier for us to understand what is going on in the earth and inside of ourselves if we know that we are going through an ascension process, and that we are here for the earth Gaia to help her navigate her own ascension. And the humanity has to follow in her footsteps, so we can raise the frequency of our own being. And the light workers, earth angels, star seeds have a special mission to, and we have, all of us have, not all of us, but different light workers have different positions in the world and in life to navigate their own journey and awakening. And we all have our special missions or things we want to do to help the humanity and earth. And maybe we are here for the same reason, that we want to raise the frequency and help the earth and humanity, but we can have different jobs, if you can say that. We can have different life purpose to fulfill when we are here. And I know that my life purpose is to help people to navigate the ascension process in their own lives, because all of us have challenges, but they are differing between us all, and between lifetimes, as well as our own natural way of being. And I believe that we all are here to find our true self, our true origin of where we came from. As we are star seeds and light workers and earth angels and so on, there are so many names, but I think that I will just say soul origins, soul tribes, I don't know. That we are here for a reason, and we are here to navigate this process in a more human experiential way. Like who we want to be and who we want to be towards ourselves, and who we want to be to others, and how we can handle our own emotions when we are going through some pretty rough times right now, because it is a lot of energy that is coming through right now, and it's a lot of energy that is hitting Earth at this year, actually, and especially around this time that is now, and this summer, there is going to be a lot of changes and a lot of energy that is stirring up a lot of emotions inside of all of us, humanity. And the light workers is is feeling like they are working overtime because as the frequency is rising, we are emerging with our own soul tribe and our own higher self, and that is acquiring a lot of density clearing. And when I say that, I mean low vibrational emotions, like all of that I said before, like anger and sadness and grief and fear and anxiety, you name it. You know how dense emotions feel like. They feel heavy. You feel heavy. You feel dense. You feel low. And to catch up with our own frequency that is getting higher and higher, we are anchoring more and more light that is actually raising our frequency. And we already have a base frequency, but our body and consciousness, our consciousness is already at a high frequency, but our bodies and our own emotions need to be balanced and regulated to our frequency, our base frequency in our bodies. And that is why we need to clear some heavy emotions to feel balanced, to feel good about ourselves, and to feel more in harmony with our own way of being, in our own way of being. And that is why it's nurturing to feel low sometimes. I know that we humans tend to be against of feeling low and feeling sad and angry and all of this, but know that sometimes it's nice to feel those emotions, just to feel better in time, just to feel better after all is. You can't clear everything in one, maybe even one lifetime, but you can clear a lot of density so that your base frequency can be a little bit higher, so you can have a more regulated way of being, a more equalized, satisfied, emotional way of being. And I know that sometimes I get words that even I don't know because I am channeling as way at the same time when I'm talking. and I know that I have really I am more excited right now to live in the now, to be learning how to live in the now, because I have been, as a lot of you are living in a linear time, like we are thinking a lot about what's going on in the past and the future, and we are forgetting about our now because we are planning so much. We are planning and planning and planning and planning. So we are forgetting how we are feeling in our now. And I am trying to live more non-linear because I am feeling my energy is switching so much from day to day, even hour, minutes. I can feel really peaceful, and then the other minute I can feel like irritation and anger rising inside of me and from above. That is coming from the collective. It's coming from all of humanity who is feeling all of these emotions, and I can sometimes feel those emotions passing through my own way of being, my own consciousness. And then you have to be aware of still being calm and building up your own confidence of who you are and who you want to be. Like, don't let those emotions be you. Don't take those emotions as your own, because a lot of people who are actually very, very open and a light worker and the starseed as I am are not aware of that you are I'm hearing dump a garbage can of emotions, because even when you're not aware, you can feel other emotions sometimes. Not all of you, but you who are a starseed that is of my origin and many others, that we can feel other emotions. And then if we don't know that it isn't ours, we often take it on as our own, and we can build that up to be concentrated in our own way of being, and then we can get that feeling of depression and a lot of anxiety that is getting stuck, because we don't know how to erase that emotion or transmute it that isn't ours. But I have learned in some way, sometimes I can feel that it's not my emotions, and I am not letting those emotions to get stuck anymore. I know that my guides and my higher self is helping me, or my guides is helping me transmute that fear or anxiety or sadness to more of my light, so I can feel better. And I want to help to raise the consciousness of humanity and to help other light workers and starseeds to wake up to their own way of being and their own mission and life purpose here on Earth. Because actually, even if it's hard sometimes to go through this ascension process, I can now feel when I have done a lot of clearing, life is actually easier, because I have that higher knowledge of why I am going through it, or the higher perspective of what is going on. And when you know why you are doing it, it gets a little bit easier to go through it. And yeah, I think that is what I wanted to talk about today. I want to be here for you, and let my guides and your guides to help us navigate these times of this year and forward, but especially this year and right now, because it is a lot of emotions right now that people are not aware of, that you are not alone. A lot of people think they are alone about feeling these intense emotions right now, because they are intense. They are intense because they are a lot of energy, and when there are a lot of energy and light that is coming towards Earth, there can be a little bit chaotic, both in the world and especially inside of us, because we are clearing density. And I want you to be aware of that you are not alone. Maybe you feel alone in your own journey, and that is just healthy. It's healthy to know that you are strong to go through your emotions by yourself, and that we all have guides and higher self that is helping us and equipping us with necessary tools that we don't always are aware of, but they are helping us to navigate this and to push through the hard times and the challenges. Because I have left my apartment, I have left my job, I have been selling off all of my furnitures, and as I am right now, I have no job. And it feels, right now, I feel really free, actually, without a lot of possessions. And I know that this is just temporary. Like, this is just a ending point and a beginning at the same time. Because I had to end my old life to let myself start a new beginning, because actually I really wanted to have a new beginning in life, because I had a lot of things that were holding me back. I did things I didn't want to do, and that was weighing me down of my own life purpose. And now I know that I am here to help humanity to feel, to raise their consciousness, but also raise their consciousness to feel better about themselves, and to let all of you know that we have a free will and that we are here to be creators. And that is really fun. That is really fun. And when we are forgetting that we don't have that we have a free will, then we can be stuck in controlling systems, and that we are feeling controlled in life. But when you are discovering that you have a free will, then you are unstoppable and limitless, and you can make yourself fearlessness to push through your challenges and go after what you want in life. You can be anything you want. I think it's important to strive or thrive towards your passions, like what is really lighting you up. It's a way of feeling your soul that is calling for you to step up and do your own thing in life. And follow your heart. To follow your heart is the most important thing, to find your true passion. Like, not with your head or why you are doing it. Like, do it because you love it and because it's making you feel good about yourself, and something that is making others feel good as well. Something that helps others to do their thing as well. And I think that is all I wanted to say right now. I really want to do some more videos because now I have finally pushed through my what should I say, my most intense awakening part. Like, now I can feel that I can push through anything. But it didn't feel like it months ago or weeks ago. But now I have like stepped over that edge of feeling insecurity of who I am and what I want to do and what to do next, because I don't really planning on what to do next. I just do, and I just be, and I just do what's feeling good at the moment, or I am following my guidance. I'm listening to my higher self. When my higher self wants me to do something, I do it. And yeah, so so thank you, and I love you, and please be nice to yourself and others, and know that you are perfect as you are, because we are all imperfect, and that is what is perfect. So don't forget to love yourself, and I'll be back with some more videos shortly. Bye.